This is a certified
Bob Sponge 10.
classic.
Welcome back to Survivor tier list. Today we're going to be doing Survivor Race Wars. So, I suppose we'll just dive right into it. Overall, I think this cast is sort of top heavy. You know, there's some that are good, but a lot that I just don't care about. That's why I have a who category right here. But we'll just dive into it. So we got Jonathan Pinner first off the bat, and I'm going to throw him in the S tier. And now you might be wondering, why in the world is Jonathan S tier? But from what I can tell, he exudes many gamer qualities. Okay. He is on the outs on his original tribe because he's old. And you know what? Old people can be gamers too. Okay. So after the famous mutiny happens, and Jonathan goes back to his old tribe that he was on before, he has made himself the enemy of both the tribe that he left and the new tribe, which is actually his old tribe. So he does not have a friend in the world, as many gamers can attest to. And he is constantly oppressed and pooped on for the rest of the season by Chad McGee right here, for basically no reason other than the fact that Jonathan's better at the game. So there you go. We got this woman who I could not tell you anything about. We got this guy who I could not tell you anything about. And we got Chad. Okay? Now, Chad is, like I said, he is the person who oppressed Jonathan the entire time, and he made his life miserable, and so Chad is going to go firmly in the F tier, because I don't even think his name is Chad, but he just looks and acts so much like one that, you know. Anyway, he is the embodiment of gamer oppression that we see in our society today. So there you go. Chad is firmly in the F tier. Now, we got this woman who I could not tell you anything about. And we got this woman. She's the one who wanted mashed potatoes. And so they sent her home because she kept complaining about wanting to go home. And then when they sent her home, she was like, "Oh, why'd you guys send me home? I didn't want to go home." It's just all very annoying. Okay? Now, I'm going to put her in the C tier because she's not as bad as Chad, but still, I mean, if you ask to go home, you should not be surprised when people send you home. People are looking for any excuse to send someone home. Now, we got Becky, who, you know, I am going to put Becky in the B tier. Not because I like her, but because really the final episode is the only one where she actually did anything. And she won that fire making challenge against the other black girl. And even though it took her like an hour and a half, she still won. And she also refused the immunity idol from Yule, which was probably a dumb move. If I was her, I would take the idol and then vote Yule out, because that would just be hilarious. And they'd be like, "Whoa, Becky's a savage, we should vote for her." Anyway, yeah, I'll give her a B tier. And I'll throw the other black girl in the C tier. I would throw her in the who category because I can't really recall her doing anything. But, I mean, she made the final four. So you got to give her some credit for that. But, you know. So there's that. Now, this guy is the gamer of the season, okay? There are two gamers this season. One is even more of a gamer, and that is Billy. Now, Billy is rejected by his original tribe of Mexicans, and all Billy wants to do is vibe and listen to Ozzy Osbourne, and they're just like, Billy, you're fat and you're a loser. We need to get you out of here. And as a gamer, I truly resonate with Billy's plight because it's just so indicative of the uh, society that we have of Chads and Stacys, and they're just like, oh, gamers are second class citizens. And then on his way out the door, he gets rejected on national television by Veronica, and oh my goodness. I mean, and then, when they have the opportunity to bring someone back, who do they bring back out of those two? They bring back Veronica. So it's just so typical of society and of the Survivor production team to put pretty much everyone on the cast above Billy, who is a legend. And so there you go. So we got Nate. Now, Nate started off pretty high on my list, but as the episodes progressed, he sort of became more, all about me. And then the episode with where Jonathan and Veronica mutinied, and they came back to the tribe that Nate was on, he just began a downward spiral, and he was just so mean to poor Jonathan. He was like, well, he hasn't been here as long as I have, so, first chance we get, we're voting him out. But he's like, oh, how do we know he's loyal to us? He's so loyal, he put his neck on the line to join you guys. It just doesn't make any sense that you'd be so eager to get rid of somebody like that. Just a bit cringe, the whole thing, the way it ended up. Now we got Horse Girl. No, roller. Isn't she like a roller derby girl? Yeah. Anyway, she's gonna be in the C. Yeah, she'll be in the C tier because she just refused to play the game. She was like, "Oh, I don't trust Jonathan." Oh, that's another thing about Jonathan. Nobody trusted him for no reason. He was like, everybody was like, "Oh, I don't trust Jonathan," even though he didn't lie one time in the whole game until he had to go back to Yule's faction and he lied to his old buddies. But I mean, he didn't have a choice then. But up until that point, he hadn't told a single lie. And so she was like, "Oh, I don't trust Jonathan. I don't want to make a decision. Oh, I'm not here to play the game. Oh, I know I signed up to play Survivor, but I'm not actually going to play." So it's just very annoying. So we got Ozzie, and Ozzie is going to go in the A tier. I tell you what, Ozzie is such a beast in the water. Honestly, he's probably the only contestant on Survivor I've ever seen that I'm pretty sure could outswim me. I was on the state championship swim team, so I'm pretty much a beast at swimming, and I'm pretty sure Ozzie's a better swimmer than I am. So I have to give him an A tier just out of respect for that. So now, Parvati, I think is how you pronounce her name. She becomes a big time player in the Survivor world, but on this season she is not so much that. I'm gonna put her in the B tier. Yeah, I mean she definitely did more than this row. But I was not a huge fan of Parvati. First of all, she's a Georgia fan, which I didn't even realize. And second of all, she was part of that group that was oppressing Jonathan for no reason. and just sort of trying to make his life miserable. Um, and it's like, yeah, she's good looking, but at the same time, if I was out there and she was flirting with me every second of the day, I'd be getting pretty pissed off about that because obviously, I mean, everyone out there should know that she's not actually going to date them. First of all, if she's doing that to every single person, and second of all, it's just annoying because you know there's nowhere there's nowhere for you to jerk off, and so you're probably super sexually frustrated. And I'm being attacked by flies right now because I'm doing this on my patio, and it's just very it'd just be very annoying, I think. All right, so anyway, Veronica is going to go right next to Chad in the F tier. Pretty much already covered it. Nobody likes her. Uh, I thought it was very amusing when she got sent to Exile Island every single day, and she was out there suffering. I thought that was pretty funny. I thought that was poetic justice, and you have Yule to thank for that. So there you go. This woman I cannot tell you anything about. Um, Yule, I will put in the uh uh um. You know what? I'll put Yule in S tier. I'm a big fan of Yule. Um, I think that Yule is uh pretty epic, and I think that I think he got a bit lucky finding that idol, and I think that his game is probably a little bit overrated because he had a much easier time because nobody could ever get rid of him. But at the same time, he was um, he was the leader of the big time alliance that actually picked up Jonathan and got rid of all his oppressors. These two and Parvati and Nate, and so you have to thank him for that. And then also, he's just a very cool guy. He's very well spoken and all that. Now, Cowboy is also going to be in the S tier because he is. Well, does Cowboy deserve S tier? Um, man, I don't know. S or A? I'll give him S tier. I thought Cowboy was pretty awesome. I can't believe they haven't brought him back, but I guess he's pretty old now. So anyway, Cowboy is he's one of these guys who's like, oh, you know, oh, you should be able to make jokes about things, and everyone else is like, no, you can't make jokes. And I identify with that. I enjoy making jokes around um, things that perhaps other people think should not be joked about, like race and other things. But Cowboy's just awesome, and he does whatever he wants, and he's just a cool guy, and he knows how to make fire from slinging around a piece of hay. So that's pretty cool. This guy, he's gay. This woman, wait, who made the final four? Was it this woman or this woman? I don't know now. No, I don't know. I'll just put them both in this category just to make sure. All right, and this guy, he's a Chad. So there you go. All right, that's my tier list. Bye. Now, it was difficult to pick a waifu for this season, but ultimately, I had to go with Parvati just out of a process of elimination. Um, every other woman on the show this season was either unlikable or didn't do anything, um, or was a minority. That's just how it goes with these with the race wars. So anyway, um, yeah, I would say that she is good looking, and that on another season, she would probably be higher on this list. But I really was not that big a fan of her. if we're being honest, on this season. So she's going to be at the bottom of the seasons that I've done so far. And my hope is that one day I will eventually have every season reviewed, and I'll do a master waifu tier list, uh, a Survivor waifu tier list, of every waifu from every season of Survivor. So, but that's a long way away. So, anyway, that's all I've got for now. Bye.